How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about BBIG. Ended up having a monstrous day inside of the market and also did fill in that gap that we have been talking about for quite some time, right at that $3.70 level. So I know you guys are saying, so what is the next update? What do we got to look forward to? So that's why I'm putting this video together. I won't waste any more time. Let's jump into the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you're a shareholder or you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to go over is the technical analysis. We're going to be taking a look at the overall price action. We want to know support. We want to know resistance. We want to know what it looks like in the bearish case scenario and as well as in the bullish case scenario. And then we're going to go on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information. The reason why this is important because it does have an impact on the way the stock performs. And then we're going to be taking a look at the order flow distribution. We want to know the buying and the selling behavior on the retail side and as well as on the institutional side. And then when all of that is done, we'll be going into the final thoughts and as well as some more details. So let's get to it. So we're going to do a technical analysis for BBIG. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $3.53, being up 22.57%. On the low, it tested $2.88, and then on the high, testing $3.85. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 142.772 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days is at 23.667 million shares. So when we get this above average volume coming through BBIG, we see price action like this, exactly what we were looking for. Now, when we take a look at our chart, which is a daily chart, we can see from the RSI down below, it is at 63.76. And then when we take a look at our moving averages here on the chart, we are below the 100-day and the 200-day, but we do have strength above the 50-day and as well as the 21-day EMA. So like I was pointing out from my video from yesterday, BBIG was looking very bullish since it has been forming higher lows, and it continued this pattern on the day and also filled in the gap that we have been talking about for quite some time right here at $3.77. It ended up seeing a high of $3.85. I could easily see it get to the $4 level and reach the 200-day at 407 if we didn't have a sell-off inside of the market. So this is why you want to keep an eye on this play. But if we do end up having a pullback, where we want to see BBIG relaxing at, most preferably, I'd want to see it right here around $3.20. If we could hold this level and consolidate, then we could look forward to that move to 4. If we do decide to break through that 320, then of course I'd want to see if we can hold up at least at this $3 level. That'll be the most preferable situation, especially going through all of this market volatility, because if so, this is why we can look forward to reaching $4 eventually. So for tomorrow, look for that $3 level to hold. Most preferably, let's see if it can hold up that 50-day at $3.23. So we're going to take a look at the short interest information for BBIG. So for the dark pool short volume ratio, it is at 54.42%. And then for the dark pool short volume, it is right over 11.33 million shares. Scrolling down further on the page, the short shares availability is at 0. And then for the short borrow fee rate, it is currently saying it's not available. And then when we take a look at the history of our short volume, we can see for the 11th, it was at 55.04. And then for the close of the 12th, which was yesterday, it was at 54.42. So what this tells us right away, BBIG does have short squeeze potential. And since we are getting that buying volume coming into the stock, forming those higher lows and so on, showing demand inside of the market, that's why we're seeing the strength in price action. So let's go into the order flow distribution. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for BBIG. So we see for the inflows at 90.46 and then for the outflows at 96.39. So it was an outflow day. Taking a look at the breakdown on the large, it was 23.29. On the medium, it was 51.95. And then on the small, it was 15.22. When we take a look at the outflow side on the large, it was 24.11. And then on the medium, it was 57.83. And then on the small, it was 14.45. taking a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days for January the 13th, which is today, it being that negative outflow of 821.74. When we analyze the numbers even further for the small scale orders that tends to represent the retail side, we had more buying than we had selling, but it was still fairly close. And then when we take a look at what happened on the medium, we had more selling than we had buying. And then when we take a look at the large, though, we had more selling than we had buying, but it was still fairly close. And this could possibly represent institutions and funds. And then when we take a look at the turnover ratio, it was right around 148.26%. Not surprised when you have a lot of volume coming through a stock like BBIG. You're going to have a lot of traders. Many people who are selling their positions, buying their positions, seeing this stock taking off. So this is why you want to have a strategy. It is very important. You just don't want to jump in blindly. You want to make sure you know what your entry is going to be and as well as your exit. And from what it's been looking like and what we have been speaking about, BBIG has been coming through for us. So let's go into the final thoughts and we'll go over some more details as well. So for my final thoughts for BBIG in regards to the price action going into tomorrow, if we end up having a pullback at the open, I want to see it hold up at least $3.20 or higher, but most importantly, holding up the $3 level. We did fill the gap at $3.77, reaching that high into the $3.80 range. So if we can actually get to $4, it can get very interesting. That's right around where we have the 200-day and gaining momentum. Then BBIG can really have more volume coming in and that buying pressure building up. Also, when we went on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information, it does continue to have short squeeze potential. So this is why I've been saying in all of my BBIG videos, we need that buying pressure. We need to see that demand coming into the market, and look what's happening. This is why we see the price is taking off inside of the stock. Many people are jumping into it, but this is why I know that you guys watch my channel to make sure you're getting a strategy. Do your homework. Do your due diligence. You've had the opportunity to load up in that $2 range. We saw in regards to where it was consolidating, where it was building up higher lows and so forth. So it was only a matter of time for this stock to start taking off. And congratulations to those that were able to jump into it and ride these profits up. So continue to keep an eye on this stock. We're looking forward to get to the $4 range. So it's above the 200-day to put it essentially in a bull market where it can show some continued strength. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and we'll be talking real soon.